Write down the heading method of representation of data. Okay, so there are two methods of representation of data. One is your numerical method. Numerical method, it means if you are going into the field and you went and measure some distance. Okay, if you went into the field and you measure this distance AB as some 10 meter, it means how will you represent this? AB is equal to 10 meter. Directly you will take these two things A and B and you will directly represent the numeric value of that. Okay, and one more method is your graphical method. Graphical method, in that second is your graphical method. In graphical method, what you will do? You will define the data in terms of some scales. Okay, scale we will discuss after that. After this we will discuss about scales only. So graphical method, you are defining your data in terms of some scale. Okay, in short of some scale. Okay, write like this. This is your scale, some 1:1000, and you are defining this AB, whatever the value of that. Okay, this way you are defining the data or plan or map is your graphical method. Okay, it is your graphical method in terms of plan and map. Large distance is plotted on graph. Yes. Scaled form. Yes. In the form of map or plan. In form of map and plan. Okay, just copy this. Next heading is your scale. Write down the heading scale. So how do you define scale? I'm asking, what is scale? So scale is nothing but your map distance divided by your ground distance. Map distance by your ground distance. Okay, so map distance by ground distance is what? Whatever you measure in the ground. Okay, if you are representing this 100 meter on ground, represent 1 centimeter on scale. That is your scale. That's how you represent scale. You have done so much of your laboratory work. So in that you always use map. This is graph. In graph you generally write 1 centimeter is equal to your 100 meter or something. Okay, so if I'm representing this 1 centimeter is your map distance. You are representing 1 centimeter on map as your 100 meter on ground. So how can you write it? 1 centimeter. If I change this also in centimeter, 100, it will be your centimeter. Okay, so I can again write it as 1 by 1000, 10,000, sorry. This is nothing but your representative fraction. Representative fraction. Or you call it as RF. Okay? Scale you represent for distance only, not for what we call it as angle. Yeah. Map distance by ground distance. Okay. You just remember this thing. This will help you in your aerial photography as well. Scale is nothing but your map distance by ground distance. Map distance by ground distance. Okay, so if I'm representing 1 centimeter on map is representing 100 meter on ground, so I can also write it in this term also. Okay, so if I divide this centimeter, I will get 1 by 10,000. And if I am representing my scale in this term, then we call it as representative fraction or representative factor. This is your RF. Okay, clear? Just note it down. And tell me, before noting it down, just tell me one thing. 1 centimeter is 1 kilometer. 1 centimeter is representing 1 kilometer and 1 centimeter is representing 100 meter. Which scale is larger or which scale is smaller? Which scale is larger and which scale is smaller? Kilometer is smaller and meter is larger. First is smaller. Yes. First is smaller. Just imagine 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter on map is representing 1 kilometer. Kilometer value. Okay. So this is your smaller scale. You assumed small value for large thing. Okay, your small value for the large thing. Okay. If you have any confusion, you can also do in such a way. 1 centimeter, if I convert it into first 1 kilometer into centimeter. So 1, 2, 3, this will be 1,000, 100. Okay, 1 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here if I am dividing 1 centimeter is equal to 100 into 100. It is only 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Just see here. If you are dividing something by very large value of 10, then it will be your smaller or the larger one? It will be your smaller one. And this one will be your larger one. Okay. So in that way also you can see this. Okay. If you have any confusion in understanding which scale is larger or which scale is smaller, you can convert into representative fraction and you can see that if the value is more and the denominator, it will give you smaller value only. Okay. In that way also you can find it. So here first one is your smaller scale and the bottom one is your larger scale. This one is your smaller scale and this one is your larger. Clear? So whenever you have this kind of doubt, please go for RF because this kind of question also come. This type of question also come in your exam. In that he will give you 4 options, and in that 4 option he will ask you which scale is smaller or which scale is larger. Okay, so you can understand that. Okay, by just seeing this, if you can visualize by seeing, then it's okay. If you are not able to visualize, then don't miss your marks. Just go by representative fraction only. Clear? Is it clear? You will able to do these kind of question. Which scale is larger or which scale is smaller? Okay, good, good. Note it down fast. Note it down fast. Okay. Now tell me types of scale. If it is done, then tell me types of scale. Plane scale, diagonal scale, vernier scale. Yes, correct. First one is your type of scale is your plane scale. In types of scale, we have 3 types of scale. One is your plane scale. Another one is your diagonal scale. Then it comes to your vernier scale. So can you please tell me the least count of this plane scale? Least count of this plane scale. Plane scale is nothing. It's just this kind of scale. This will be your 10 meter, 20, 30. This is 100. This will be your 200. This kind. So what is the least count? No, it's not 1 mm. It's your, you can read the, you can see here also 10 and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, like this. Okay, so you can read here 10 meter multiple as well as 100 meter multiple. Okay, 10 meter multiple as well as your 100 meter multiple. When you come for diagonal scale is kind of this type of scale. In this will be your in 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, 4 meter, and this will as same. This vertical one will be your same. That will be your 10 meter. Ma'am, please repeat. I didn't get it. I'm saying just you remember the least count. See, this nothing come in your exam, but this is given in your syllabus. That's why I'm just telling you. Plane scale is that scale in which you can read 10 meter multiples as well as 100 meter multiple. So I just draw the kind of diagram of the scale. In this you can read this 10 meter, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and this will be your 100. Okay, this is just a plane scale. Just take an example of your normal scale. Instead of 1 centimeter, then 1 mm, then your centimeter. So in your surveying, in your plane scale, you only have 10 meter multiple and your 100 meter multiple only. Clear? Measured in meter. Yes, measured in meter. Just take an example of diagonal scale as well. Okay, I'm just drawing this scale. This scale will be your similar as this one. This will be your 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, and then this will be your 100 meter. Okay, like this. And this here this line will be your 1 centimeter, 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter. It means you can read the value of 1 meter, 10 meter and 100 meter multiple. Clear? 1 meter, 10 meter and 100 meter multiple. Okay. When you come to vernier scale we all have used in your physics lab during 11th or 12th. Okay. If you remember, the least count of vernier scale is what? 0.1 mm. You can read the value till 0.1 mm. Okay. Is it clear? You just remember the least count, nothing else. Nothing will be asked in your exam. It's just for your knowledge. If somebody asks you, you should know the idea about this, the least count. Okay? Is it clear? Yeah, this one. In your diagonal scale, here if you are going this horizontally, this is 10 meter, 20 meter, then 100. And if you are going vertically, it is 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter. Okay? This kind of. Least count of plane scale is least. What is the meaning of least count? Least count is nothing but which value, the least value you can read from the scale. So least count is 10 meter, and here least count is what? 1 meter, and here least count is what? 0.1 mm. Okay. So somebody asking for the units. So I'll give you first units which are we going to discuss in geomatics. Today we'll discuss fundamental of survey, and after that we will do chain survey. After that compass survey. After that compass, then leveling. No, not leveling. We'll do traversing. Traverse survey. After that we will do leveling. After that miscellaneous topic. Okay, in miscellaneous topic In miscellaneous topic, we will discuss about the remote sensing, GPS, GIS, and aerial survey, and tachyometry, plane table survey, everything. Yeah, tachyometry and everything will be covered in your miscellaneous. Okay, tachyometry, remote sensing, GIS, GPS, aerial survey, and your plane table survey, everything that will be come in miscellaneous topic. Okay, clear? Okay, so I'll proceed further. Now, one type of scale is there, that is your shrunk scale. Shrunk scale. So write down the heading shrunk scale. Now, from the first chapter, this is the important topic. This is your important topic. This generally comes in your exam. Okay, so please try to focus here for shrunk scale. So just take a practical example. If you see, if you have some notebook of your previous year classes, like if you were in 12th or you were in 10th, if you see the notebook nowadays, you find that page got shrunk, little bit shrunk, right? Yes or no? Why this happened? Why this shrinkage of paper happened? Loss of moisture? Yes. Because of the humidity or the moisture or the temperature difference. Okay, because of that, what happened? Your paper got shrunk. Your paper got shrunk. Okay, so now just understand this concept of shrunk scale. You have this map. The scale of this is 1:1000. 1:1000. And the distance, this point A, between A and B, is your some x centimeter. Some x centimeter. Can you tell me the ground distance? If the x centimeter is your map distance, you know the scale as well. Can you tell me the ground distance? What will be your ground distance? Between A and B, what will be your ground distance? 1000x. Very good. That will be your 1000x. Okay. This map you have prepared around, let's say, 1993. You prepared this map in year 1993. Now, you want to see if there is any change in the site or something. You want this map. Okay. If you are going for a site, and in that site, the site that you already visited in 1993, you already prepared the map and you visited that site because of something happened, because of this, there is a change in the construction of something, whatever happened, and you required this map, to be checked again. So, you are checking the similar map here in 2019. This is 1:1000, and you find this distance AB is not your x centimeter. This distance is your now y centimeter. Okay, y centimeter. And let me tell you one thing, you are not writing this distance x centimeter. You are measuring the distance with the help of scale. With the help of scale, you are measuring this distance, and you found earlier it was 6 x centimeter. When you check the distance, you find this distance of AB is your y centimeter. Now, can you tell me what is the ground distance now? What will be your ground distance now? What will be your ground distance? 1000 y? 1000 y. Everybody is saying 1000 y. Wrong. Your ground distance cannot be changed, right? Your ground distance cannot be changed. If I'm saying the distance between this Delhi and Bangalore is your 1000 kilometer. Can it change? No. It cannot be changed. It will be the same as the previous one. But the representing value is different. So if I write here x centimeter on map represent 1000 x on ground. Okay. If I write here I'll write y centimeter on map represent 1000 x only, but the reporting value, your reporting value is 1000 y. Okay, reporting value is 1000 y, but the representation is same. That will be your 1000 x only. So this happened because of the moisture variation. The moisture goes and the paper got shrunk because you are checking after 26 years. Okay, you are checking after 26 years. Okay, so tell me what will be the scale now? Scale. What is the formula for scale? Your map distance by ground distance. So your map distance is how much? Y centimeter. Your map distance is y centimeter. But your ground distance is how much? 1000 x. 1000 x centimeter. So what is your scale now? That is your shrunk scale. Because your scale got shrunk. So shrunk scale is what? Y by x into 1 by 1000. Right? Right? Yes or no? Scale is not y by x. It will be your map distance by ground distance. Map distance is your y centimeter. Y centimeter you can see here. And your ground distance is 1000 x. You can see here the ground distance. So your scale will be y by 1000 x. So your shrunk scale is y by x into 1000. Clear? Clear to everyone? Now one more factor they represent, that is your shrinkage factor. I have little less space, so I'm just changing the pen, you'll get it. This is shrinkage factor. Shrinkage factor. Your shrinkage factor is nothing but your shrunk length divided by your original length. So can you tell me what is your shrunk length? Shrunk length is what? Y centimeter. And your original length is what? X centimeter. So your shrinkage factor is nothing but y by x only. Clear? If the distance is written on the map, then there is no problem. Problem is only we have to measure distance on an old map. No, distance, I have told you, that's why I throw. We will not know. If you draw the map or the graph, if you remember, when we draw the graph, we never write the distance there. We just mention the distance. We mention the distance. Okay, this block is this much. Okay, right? In that way, we do it. Okay. So this distance I have to measure with the help of scale, with the help of your plane scale. So earlier it was x centimeter. Now I am measuring this. It is y centimeter. But one more thing. If I don't have this data x centimeter, then I cannot compare that. I thought, okay, y centimeter is the final word. But we already know this x centimeter is there. Okay, so it is clear. Clear? Is it clear, ma'am? Scale is always shrunk or it's extension. No, yaar. If you see the shrunk, there will be only shrunk because moisture goes from the paper and that got shrunk. You never found this extended one. Clear? Okay, I'll explain one more time. Okay, I'll repeat. Just listen if you miss something. We are discussing about the shrunk scale. In shrunk scale, we have this map. In this map, the scale is given as 1:1000. And the distance between A and B represent x centimeter on map. So, what will be the distance on ground? The distance will be your 1000x. Distance will be your 1000x. And if I see this map, I require this map now in year 2019. When I check the map, I got this distance AB is your y centimeter, not your x centimeter. So how much will be your ground distance? Ground distance will be same as 1000x only, because ground distance cannot be changed. If I am mentioning the distance between Bangalore or Delhi is 1000 kilometer, it cannot be changed. Okay, it will remain the same. So ground distance cannot be changed. So when I see the y centimeter on map represent 1000x only, but the reporting value is your 1000y. So when I calculate the shrunk scale, and I want to know the shrunk scale, how much the shrunk scale, the new scale. So that will be your nothing but map distance by your ground distance. So you know map distance here is y centimeter, but the ground distance is nothing but your 1000x. Okay, so you got this formula, shrunk scale is y by x into 1000. There is no need of mugging up this formula. You can directly see this, nothing, your map distance by ground distance. So what is your map distance divided by your ground distance? That's it, nothing. There is no need of mugging up the formula. Second is, they define one more factor, that is your shrinkage factor. Your shrinkage factor is nothing but the, or now, what is the length now and the previous one? It means shrunk length divided by the original one. So shrunk length is nothing but your y centimeter and the original length is your x centimeter. So you got one factor, that is your y by x. Your y by x. Is it clear? Okay. Now can you tell me which one is smaller and which one is smaller? Your original scale is smaller or your shrinkage scale is smaller? Tell me. Your shrinkage scale is smaller or the original scale will be smaller one? Yes, the answer is shrunk scale will be smaller. How can be the original scale be smaller? Just look at here. If you are finding the shrinkage scale, what is your, first tell me what is the original scale? 1 raised to 1000, I am writing here. The original scale is 1 by 1000. But the shrinkage scale is nothing but this, y by x into 1000. And you know this value y will be your smaller. Y will be your smaller, right? Because we are saying shrunk. It got shrunk. Okay. So this y value is smaller than your x value. X value is the original one. And the y got shrunk. Okay. So tell me, smaller divided by the larger will be the smaller one or the larger one? Smaller one only, right? Smaller one only. Okay, if I'll divide 9 by 10, I'll get only 0.9, not 1. Okay, so it is clear? Your shrunk scale is smaller one and your original scale is your larger one. Okay, you can remember this if you have any confusion in visualizing. Whenever you are doing the question, you might be thinking, okay, it can be the greater one. Okay, so I'm just giving you one hint. You can remember in this way also. One more thing, shrinkage factor you can define in terms of shrinkage scale and original scale as well. Okay, if I'm writing your shrinkage factor, see I don't have the space, so I have to write this way only. Okay, because otherwise I have to remove everything. Okay, so your shrinkage factor you can also define in terms of scale as well. So your shrunk scale divided by your shrunk scale divided by your original scale. So please underline this S. S of smaller and S of shrunk. S represents small and S represents shrunk. So shrunker is a smaller one. And original, this L of original, the L of original and L stand for large. So this original scale is your larger one. You can remember in this way as well. Okay. So tell me, shrunk scale is how much? y by x into 1000 and the original scale is 1 by 1000. The value that you got for Shank scale is same as the previous one, y by x only. Clear? Y by x only. Clear? Note it down. Start from here. First write this and this, then write this one, middle one. Okay? Yeah, one more thing I forgot to tell you. Tell me what is the difference between map and plan? Any idea? Any idea to anyone? What is the difference between plan and map? Yes, scale difference. Which scale is smaller and which scale is larger? Can you tell me? Plane is smaller. Map smaller. Map has uniform scale. Roshan, there is only a difference between the scale, larger or smaller, not in terms of uniformity. Plans have larger, maps has smaller scale. Very good. Actually, if you see, yes, Vishnu, it is correct. Map is smaller one. Okay, so both are graphical method only. Okay, both are graphical method of representation only. There is difference in the scale. Okay, map. If you talk about the map, in map you represent always small different, means everything you represent, small, tiny things also you represent on the map. But on plan, you represent the larger or the important thing. Okay, so map, if you are representing so much thing in one map only, so which type of scale you have to use? Smaller one, smaller scale. And when you talk about the plan have the larger scale. Okay, plan have the larger scale. So you write difference between plan and map. Write the heading, difference between plan and map. And write both are graphical representation. Both are graphical representation. The difference is only in the scale. Plans have larger scale, whereas maps are smaller scale representation. Maps are smaller scale representation. Done? Then write the question. Write down the question. This question came in year 2007, GATE 2007 for 2 marks. And the question is, the plan of a map was photocopied. The plan of a map was photocopied to a reduced size, such that a line originally 100 mm, measures 80 mm, sorry, not 80, 90 mm, measures 90 mm. The original scale of the plan is 1:1000. What is the revised scale? What is the revised scale? What is the revised scale? Can you tell me the answer? If something is missing, I am writing on the board as well what is given to you. Shank length 90 mm, original they asked you revised scale, and you have to give the answer in the same format. In the same format. 1:1, 1, 1, 1. Amit, this is correct. Very good. That is correct. Answer is correct. You have to give the answer in same format. 1:2, whatever it is. Okay? Remember one thing. In the format, the same format, you have to give the answer as the format given in the question until and unless he didn't ask you in some different way. Okay? So format you have to follow in some way. Just remember that. Yes. 1 by 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Correct. Very good. Okay? It was very easy. Nothing. You know the shrinkage factor. What is shrinkage factor? Shrunk length divided by the original one. Original length. Okay? So shrunk length is 90 and the original one is 100. So it came out to be 0.9. And he asked you to calculate the revised scale. Revised scale. Or the shrunk scale. So shrinkage factor is given to you. Shrunk scale divided by original scale. So shrunk scale you have to find. Original scale nothing but 1:1000, and shrinkage factor is also given to you as 0.9. So your answer is for shrinkage scale is 1 by 1,111.11. Okay? Clear? Now write down the next question. Write down the next question. Which of the following scale is the longest or the largest? You can write anything. Which of the following scale is the largest? And the options are, I'm writing here. Option A is 1:50,000. 1:15,000. Second option is 1 centimeter is equal to 50 meter. And option C is 1 centimeter is equal to 500 kilometer. And option D is RF is equal to 1:50, and again then after that 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so these are the options given to you, and he asks you which scale is the largest one. You can check it and tell me the answer. Yes, option B is correct. Yes, option B. Yes. Yes, everyone. Very good. Very good, everyone. That answer is B. You can see directly. B is 1 centimeter is equal to 50 meter. Whereas everything is so large in number. It means everything is representing the larger value comparative to B. Okay. So B is the answer for this. I hope everybody is clear to this, right? Very good. Now write one more question. One more question. The question is, the plan of a survey plotted to a scale of 10 meter to 1 centimeter, 10 meter to 1 centimeter is reduced in such a way that a line originally 10 centimeter long now measures 9 centimeter. Now measures 9 centimeter. The area of the reduced plan is measured as 81, I will repeat, 81 centimeter square. The area of reduced plan is measured as 81 centimeter square. The actual area of the survey in meter square is question mark. Okay, one thing is that no, 90 is not the answer. Just see here one thing more. Shrinkage factor. If you are talking in for length, it was your shrunk length divided by the original. Okay, if you talk for area, then shrinkage factor will be square of shrunk or the measured area divided by your actual / true area. And if you talk for volume, then volume, it will be your cube of shrinkage factor. Measured volume divided by actual or true area. So remember this thing. If you talk about the area, it will be square. If you talk about the meter, it will be cube, because shrinkage factor was in terms of length, so it should be square, because you want the unit in meter square or centimeter square, whatever, and here you want the unit in meter cube or centimeter cube. Okay, 10,000 is the answer. Just see here what is given to you. In question he said 1 centimeter is how much? Let me see the question. In 1 centimeter is nothing but your representing 10 meter. Okay, and the area of the reduced plan means area, measured area is given as 81 centimeter square. Okay, and he gave you shrunk length as 9 centimeter, and the original length as 100 centimeter. So you can calculate the shrinkage factor. Yes, shrinkage factor is nothing but the ratio of shrunk length and the original length. Okay, so what's your shrunk length? That is your 9 centimeter, 90. I guess it is 90 centimeter, and original length is 100 centimeter. So your shrinkage factor is nothing but 0.9, right? And you want the area, correct area. Shrinkage factor you calculated. You want the actual area, shrinkage factor square, because you are talking up for area. So it will be nothing but your measured area divided by the actual area. Actual area you have to calculate. Measured area is given to you as 81 centimeter square. Okay, shrinkage factor is nothing but 0.9 square divided by the actual area. So your actual area will be 100 centimeter square, right? It will be 100 centimeter square. Okay, so just see 1 centimeter is representing 10 meter. Okay, 1 centimeter is representing 10 meter. So how will you convert it into meter square? 100 into 10. So it converted centimeter into meter for 1. And for 1 again, because it is meter square, so into 10. So it will be 10,000 meter square. Now clear? Now clear? 0.1 meter square hoga ma'am. No, it will not be 0.1 meter square. You just tell me 1 centimeter is given to you as 10 meter. In this question, in the first line, it is written the plan of a survey plotted to a scale of 10 meter to 1 centimeter. It means 1 centimeter of map is representing 10 meter of ground. You should be wise enough to read the question. Okay. See, in GATE, there will be nothing else. They will trick you in the language. Except that everything will be simple. You can directly apply the formula, everything. But there will be trick in understanding the question. So I'll advise you, please wisely read the question. The thing is, as much as time you will take to read the question, the lesser time you will take to solve the question. That's the truth. Okay, conversion will be in accordance with scale. Yes, of course, the scale will change because they are asking you answer in meter square instead of centimeter square. If they ask you centimeter square, the answer will be 100 centimeter square. I hope it is clear to everyone now. Yes? So I'll read the question, the theoretical question that have come in GATE. Okay, the theoretical question. You just tell me the answer. The type of surveying in which the curvature of Earth is taken into account. The type of surveying in which the radius of Earth is taken into account. Geodetic, yes, correct. The answer is correct. This question came in 2008, GATE 2008 for 1 mark. Everybody knows the answer, that is geodetic survey. Very good. Okay, this question came in 2008 for 1 mark. Now come to the next question. The survey carried out to delineate natural features such as hills, river, forest, man-made features such as town, village, building, etc. is classified as question. Option A is engineering survey. Option B is geological survey. C is land survey. And D is topographic survey. This question came in year 2014 in set 2 for 1 mark. Answer is your topographic survey. Right? Topographic survey. Is this clear to everyone? Yes, so this kind of question came from these type of topic, the fundamental of the survey and from the shrunk scale. Why not geological? Because in that he mentioned to delineate the natural features. Okay, if it is talking about the geological features, he is talking about your this minerals and everything. That will be your geological survey. Okay, but topographic, it is talking about the natural features. Okay. Now we'll proceed to next topic, and the last topic is your what is the difference between error and mistake? Can you tell me the difference between error and mistake?